Doing good. Another day here, so can't complain.
I gotta get up now. All right, hold on. All right, let me know if you can see. I can't see myself.
Yeah.
Which is not much. I had to earn all this.
Actually, here with the gaming news. What is new with you guys? And by the way, I just realized just now I was muted. They were able to hear you, but they couldn't hear me. So I apologize. Once again, I am Flash, aka Malachi 36 from ALWT Gaming. As you guys probably subheard, I just introduced Bleeding Aces, aka It's the 9-Ball, and Mildewy Carrot, showing off them goodies, showing off that shirt. How you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Doing good.
All right, awesome. So, as many of you guys have known, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, pre-orders debacle has been pretty horrendous on both sides. Just overall bad experience. But there's still light at the end of the tunnel. We got Xbox Series X and S coming out at November 10th. PS5 is coming out November 12th. $499 for both top tiers, and then $399 for the digital version for the PS5, and $299 for the Xbox Series S in general. So, many things to talk about there. More games that's going to be coming up that we're excited about. But we are going to kick today off with a little bit of gaming news. So, who do I want to pick on? Mildewy Carrot. If I were to tell you that Xbox Series X, you can get that not for $499, not for $399, but for $300, would you believe me?
The Xbox Series X?
Yeah, X, not S as in Sam, X as in X-ray.
$300.
Mm-hmm. Three smackaroos.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds nice. It really does. And to be honest, actually, I haven't heard this bit of news, to be honest, because to be honest, I don't know if I'll ever get another Xbox again. Right now, everyone's talking about PS5 and Xbox S and all, and I'm just like, oh, look, a Switch. Because, one, I'm not going to fight in line, stay up till the crack of dawn, trying to hit that refresh button to get a PS5, pre-order and all. So I'm like, what, I'm just going to wait. Because the last time I did that, I'm just like, I didn't go to work the next day, and I was dead tired the rest of the week. I'm just like, no, I'm not going to do that. So, I haven't heard much about this, but I mean, if you could do that, that'd be nice, it seems like, especially for those who could get that series, I was actually just reading through that point up there that you threw it out.
Yeah.
That is one I did skip over. I just saw Xbox and it's like, oh, next. I saw Xbox and it's like, oh, look, Amazon.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and dive into this then. This is our top story of the day. Xbox Series X, $300. Okay, so this is straight up from GameSpot.com. It says 2 new consoles will be launching this November, and with the holiday season fast approaching, you may be looking a way to cut costs. Well, if you happen to have an older console lying around, GameStop has trade-in offers that will let you swap your PS4 and Xbox One for one of their newer brethren. For those looking to offload their soon-to-be old systems, GameStop will be giving you a bonus trade-in credit when you trade in towards the pre-order of your Xbox Series X or S. GameStop announced the trade-in promotions in a recent email outlining Xbox Series X. Depending on what you trade in, you can get up to $200 in credit towards your pre-order of the Series X or S. So here are some of the things that you can actually trade in. There's 4 different tiers that you can trade in. First tier is you're trading in your Xbox One X So Xbox One X, not Series X, because obviously it's not out yet, but Xbox One X or your PS4 Pro, if you trade that in, then you can actually get $200 off your Xbox Series X pre-order. All right. The next tier down is if you have a Nintendo Switch or an Xbox or PS4, the 1 terabyte model. If you have that, well, I'm just saying, yeah, if you have the Nintendo Switch, not picking on it, just saying if you have it, you want to get rid of it, you want to trade it in, or if you have a PS4, the 1 terabyte model, you can actually get $175 off. Your Nintendo Switch Lite or the Xbox One S or the PS4, the 500 gig model, you can actually get $125 off. And then the last thing that you can trade in to try to get some money off your Xbox Series X or S pre-order is going to be your Xbox One, the 500 gigabyte model. So those are the tier levels. So you have $200, you have $175, you have $125, and you have $100. After rereading this, doesn't look like that you'll be able to stack those. So again, if you end up... yeah, so it's not like you could trade in a PS4 Pro.
I had like 3 of them ready.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, I was getting ready to go around to my neighbor, just, not knock on the door and just walk in and take little Timmy's system, give me some money off,
Blame it on the Grinch.
I want your Xboxes.
Like, you have an Xbox that you're not using. Can I have it?
There you go.
It's like, I understand what they're doing there. But the thing you gotta understand is they want you to trade it in kind of like now for the pre-order, and then you'll get the thing in about like a month and so. So you're telling me I gotta sit here for a month without playing my games just to get $300 off?
Yep.
Like I said, I'm gonna just buy a Switch for $300 and just wait,
And that was actually one of the points too as well, because I think they even said that inside the article here. So continue on with this, it says it's unclear how long this offer will be available for. So it might be only available for this week, it might be available for next 2 weeks, or it might be available all the way up until the console releases. Highly doubtful, but there's still that possibility. So again, it's unclear of how long this offer will be available for. Considering the email says that you're trading towards the pre-order of next-gen consoles, one would assume that you would be without a console for the time you pre-order until the Series X launch on November 10th. However, it's certainly a possibility. This offer will be available on launch day. We'll know more once the promotion is live, because right now it's currently not live. If that's the case, though, you can put a deposit down towards your pre-order, which is $50 at least minimum, and then trade in your console in later to put a big dent in your remaining balance. So, who knows? If it's available at launch, if this feature is available at launch, then this is actually a pretty good deal, because you just lock in your $50 pre-order. You still play on the system that you currently love, and then when you're ready to go ahead and swap it out, get rid of your Xbox One X, get rid of your Xbox One S, whatever it is that you want to enter it in at, and then you're able to just go ahead and, bam, right there. Just get your your Xbox Series X for a heck of a price.
Yeah, I gotta actually agree with you on that one, because basically, if it's just for the pre-order, this is going to be a problem, because I'm not trading it for something I don't know how it's going to work. And if it has a problem, you're just screwed. And let's say it don't come in, because to be honest, I was looking at maybe pre-ordering one. I just was out Friday because I had to go to Walmart anyway. Next to Walmart's a GameStop. So I go out there, and the minute I look across the street, you got like a guy camped out on a cot. You got a mobile home out there behind you, and you've got like a line going clear outside GameStop. I just went to Walmart, got my stuff, and just went home. Because I wouldn't have just waiting to camp like that. So, if it's like after they do the sale, like let's say the consoles come out, then you're able to purchase one, and then maybe you can, like you said, put 50 on it when you come to pick up your console. Then you could trade in a console. Yeah, that's way better than, I'm gonna put it in there and hope to God that little Timmy that wants to play his new PlayStation 5 can get it before December.
Right.
Because he's got like the new video games for it, but he's got the new Spider-Man, but don't have a PlayStation 5. He just has the empty space there.
And not to be the full Debbie Downer, but I definitely also agree with some aspects that Nineball pointed out there. Is like, my concern is all right, so you trade in your system for this PS5 console, you go home, you're stoked, you're happy, you're ready to go, you plug it in, nothing happens. Doesn't turn on.
Mm. Keep it in mind, this is just for the Xbox Series X, not the PS5. Just the Xbox Series X. Yeah.
Just for the Xbox Series X?
Yeah.
Oh, well then I don't care. You'll do what you want. But I mean, to be honest, I am going to say this as a continuation, just because, you know, for those of you out there who are going to who possibly are looking into doing this, my concern just is, like I said, you go home, you plug it in, and it just doesn't work. Or, you know, back in the old 360 days, you get the red ring of death automatically right on the first upload. You're just like, wait, what the hell happened here? There's a lot of stuff that can happen. Now, is it guaranteed?
It's the advanced ring of death.
You went hardcore mode on us there.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff that can happen. My main concern is having to trade in your working system. Yes, you get a discount on the newer system, but then you get it and it's not working, and then you have to take it back, send it in to get it repaired, and then get it back. You're down 2-3 months pending.
Yeah.
Especially with this new console launch and with the way people are doing a lot more online shippings and all. You could be looking at a little bit more time or spending more money to try and make it go faster, you know, to get it there faster, to get them to look at it sooner, you know. So I'm not trying to be a full negative. Like, there's very good aspects on this. Like, you know, Nineball said, if you can put the pre-order in, $50 down, walk in the same day, and then actually give them your old console to get the new console, get the discount price, it's a very good coupon. Don't get me wrong. But there are the side effects of, like, you got to be wary of stuff that could happen. Everyone's like, oh, you're just being negative Nancy. I will be that negative Nancy to be that one voice of reason, because there's probably going to be a couple of people in line who do that, and then they get royally screwed. So it's a gamble on your part as the consumer to do this, you know, and there's a lot of people who will do it because they do like that discount, which is, you know, power to you, enjoy it. But like I said, I just want to be the one to point out there, I can't be without my gaming system for that long. Me go crazy.
Yeah.
I did it before through Xbox. Like, I was kidding around with, actually had an E74. When I had the E74, I think it took me about, what was it, 2-3 weeks to get mine back. Now the good news is they didn't charge me a penny. The minute you type in that error, like E74, they immediately sent me a box. Mm-hmm. The box came, you put the game system in the box, you drop it off at, like, I dropped it off at a UPS store, and they shipped it on out, and then they shipped the new one back.
Yep. I had that same thing with my Red Ring of Death. They didn't charge me a thing. They sent me the box and all, which is good. You know, I definitely applaud Microsoft for that customer service aspect, saying, okay, there was something wrong with the system. My main concern is not the fact you're going to get charged for it. It's just, as a gamer, I cannot go that long without my games. Now, I've got a PC and my PS4, you know, so we're not affected. I'm not affected by this, really. But for those Xbox players, so that's all you've got is that system, and you don't then have it for 2 months, you know.
For me, I am actually.
I'm like, if you can do it, then go right ahead. You know, power through it. Show us the ways of the true gamer by not playing a game for 2 months. But I wouldn't be able to do that.
And one thing that also capitalized on that too as well, and this is for, because I've actually found myself having this conversation with my wife actually quite often. So, gaming, for anyone that's just stumbling on this channel just now, again, welcome to ALWT Gaming, At Least We Try Gaming. Thank you very much for tuning in. Of course, if you got, as always, show your love by supporting and subscribing, following the whole nine. We're on various different platform channels, which, again, we'll talk about at the end of the show. But gaming has come such a long way. From your first Super Mario Brothers until Uncharted 4, it's a whole different ballgame. Like, now there's actual professions in video gaming, and also it's not just the whole little kiddish, like, platformer type scenario that you're thinking of right now. There's actual art there. There's actually, like, it's a whole nother world. It's a whole nother virtual reality. And it's literally the same concept as if you're reading a really good book or watching an amazing movie. You know what I mean? Like, it is a style of entertainment, and most people categorize video games to, like, something that's kiddie or nerdy or something like that. It's not that anymore. It's evolved so much. You have puzzles. There's even a freaking video game where you can try to find out the formula of how to find the cure for COVID-19. There's an actual video. I'm dead serious. So like, there's
That
stuff like
surprise
that
me.
that's
That
out
doesn't
there.
surprise me.
Yeah.
You look on the PC,
Video
you
game
know,
we
there's some
could
mini
be
game.
COVID-19.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in general, like that's how.
And Plague Inc.
Yeah. I mean, Rock Band. Like, even take that for example. People have actually learned how to play instruments from Rock Band alone, like live
I still
instruments.
don't know how you do that. How do you go from like 5 buttons to 5 strings?
I don't know. I don't
Sorry.
know.
That doesn't make sense to me. I used to be in the orchestra, so. But no, I agree with you. It's a new profession, and that's something I have to, like I said, so they have to take that into account, because if a pro player, you know, who does a lot of streaming, makes their living by streaming, takes in their Xbox on the day that they do the trade-in, you know, that's definitely a good thing, you know, and then they're only down for a small amount of time, but that's technical difficulties. They're down for like however much time that is, and that's fan base they're losing,
Right.
you know. So if they then try to do that trade-in, you know, with, you know, their old system, and they're out for 2 months, you know, I've heard stories of like, if people just take a break for 2 days, they could drop like half their followers in an instant.
Right.
My first thought was like, wow, guys, really? 2 days and you're dropping them? But then it's like, you look at his point, he's like, shit, 2 days and I just lost this many followers? Like, there's what goes my income. It's like, it's night and day, but it's there. And it's becoming realistic. So the best play for Sony, or not for Sony, sorry, for Microsoft instance, is they would have to have their main units that they would launch to sell out. They'd have to have a backup unit set to try and make sure they get their customer service well enough to either A, they can get the processing done and fixes done in time if anything occurs, or they have to have that backup unit supply of like, shit, this stuff came in, this is an escalated situation, just send them a brand new unit, you know.
Right.
They've got to have that backup plan.
Yep.
Have I heard anything about it? I haven't, so I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I really am, because like Nineball said, like, they had really good customer service back in the day when streaming really wasn't like that huge, and we got those red rings of death and all in the 365s, the same for us. They were really good, and I hope they have kept this up going, because like I said, you know, coming into this new season with the new console, there's going to be errors. It may not be the biggest thing, like you may have like, you know, 11 million copies sold, but I can guarantee you like maybe 500,000 of those will probably have an error. But that's 500,000 errors.
Right.
From what
It's a small percentile, but it's a percentile that still occurred.
Go ahead, Namball.
From what I'm understanding, both new consoles are set up the way they are to deal with one lingering problem, and this has always been a huge problem with consoles.
Coolant.
It's heat.
Yep.
Heat dissipation has been a huge problem with consoles because they have to make them so small. They have to compress a lot of power into one small thing. So it's been two main. The first main issue has always been heat. The second main is power consumption. How much a system use can really dictate how powerful it is. But what I'm understanding, they put a lot of consideration into heat, and I feel like with that, they gotta really make sure that these things are running at tip-top shape. Well, for Microsoft, it's not as bad still. I mean, I would think they would, because they was going over such a big thing with Microsoft recently, you know, with the acquisition. Even when they went over the Bethesda acquisition, they talked about Microsoft as a whole, because I was watching some videos on that, and how much money Microsoft is currently sitting at. I mean, they are basically $1 trillion company.
Yeah.
They are well about, I think it was at 1.4 trillion or 1.7 trillion.
Well, they got $1 trillion president. You know what I mean?
Yeah, God, it's a ridiculous amount. If something were to happen, I wouldn't worry. They should have some backups. I feel like with this newer generation, the way that they've been pushing their consoles, I feel like these should be very good ones. And with the way technology's been accelerating, it shouldn't really be a problem with them. But like you said, though, it can happen.
Yeah.
When you build about 10, 15 million consoles, you're bound to get a bad egg somewhere.
A couple.
It's the same thing when we're buying components, like Nineball, you know this, like when we're buying components for PCs when we're building them. There's a chance of getting that bad card, you know, or the bad, you know, hard drive. As fortunately, Malachi found out a while ago, where in his hard drive's like, nope, just control delete everything.
No, mine was worse than his. My first backup
Going
only.
hardcore mode on us again, there, Nineball. Jeez.
Mine was a bad power supply.
Ooh.
I turned it on. It was just a bright flash hit on my first computer. It fried everything that it was plugged up.
God.
That sucks.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
That sucks.
Those hard. I never went with that power supply again.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either.
Was it like bro?
You froze there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, your camera feed froze there. I didn't hear what he said there. Can you repeat that again, Mildewy?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to Nineball. So like, I was just asking him what was it? Was it like an E bronze, gold, or like was it one of the certified?
It was old Rosewell back in the day.
Ooh, yeah, definitely would not go with Roswell anymore. But yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. Technology's come a long way, but there's always that bad egg in the wrapper, which like I said, it may be a small percentile, but when you're thinking about it from a company's aspect, that's still a percentile that's occurred, and if it happens to like any programmers or streamers or people like that, that's gonna be really bad for them. So
yeah, you are true on that one, because to be honest, we came from a long way. Because back in Doom, the guy said that basically, you remember that famous line, having stories in video games the same as having a story in a porno. Nobody really cared.
That's not true anymore.
Nope,
that's not true anymore.
It's an interactive porno now.
Oh my goodness. Next story.
No, I definitely agree.
Yeah, I remember that back in the guy, the creator of Doom, actually said that.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've came a long way. There's it's far enough to the point to where now they're considering putting video games in the Olympics.
Yeah, I mean I did actually hear about that. And on top of that, it's an e-sport. Like, what the heck is that? That's something that's been pretty famous for the past 5-10 years now.
About 5'8".
5'8". Yeah, so roughly,
right.
So you could actually get a team together and literally compete for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, that's insane. Ninja is over $1 million net worth. Same thing for Logic. Like, I don't think he plays. I mean, of course, you guys already know he built his career off of music and everything like that. But he's on Twitch right now for an insane amount of. He's not on Twitch anymore. But I'm just saying in general, like he's on YouTube now and everything like that. Like people are making careers out of this. So again, like I say all that to say, because again, I wanted to back up Mildewy's point when he was just like, I don't know what I would do without a gaming system for the next 2 months. If that was the case. And the reason for that is because, again, he enjoys his games. He gets lost into that world and stuff like that. And also, this is what we're doing right now is an inspiring profession. So that's the reason why he would say what he says. That's the same way for me. That's the same way for Bleeding Aces here. You know what I mean? So support the people that you love. You know what I mean? Support them. And don't think that they're crazy when they say that their PS4 is off and they can't play it for the week and that I'm going insane. Because trust me, it's a whole lot bigger now than it was back on Super Nintendo days.
Oh yeah. There's no cartridges. Just pull it out, blow in it, and put it back in, and you're fine.
Yeah.
That don't work no more, kids.
Mm-hmm.
No more
or adults.
411.
Sorry, that doesn't work adults. The kids are probably looking at me going like, "What are you talking about? What's a cartridge?"
Yeah. I mean, see, you're probably having kids. You're probably having kids looking at you like, I want to grow up and be Wolverine from Fortnite. Not even saying Wolverine from the Avengers or Wolverine from the X-Men. I want to be Wolverine from Fortnite.
And then every adult in the room just looks at the kid and goes, "Oh, you poor depraved child."
Mm-hmm. Topic number 2 is one that is near and dear to Bleeding Ace's heart. Amazon Prime Day. Amazon Prime Day. Good sir, do you want to take the reins on this one?
I think I will. After multiple reports pointing to October 13 as the start date for this year's Amazon Prime Day event, the company has finally confirmed what we can expect. Amazon Prime deals to start this year. Amazon Prime Day will begin midnight on October 13th and run a full 48 hours, as it has in the recent years. Prime Day is usually held in July, but was delayed at least 3 times this year due to COVID-19. According to reports, as usual, Prime Day, we have thousands of deals. Thousands of deals. Of available exclusively for Prime members across not only tech and gaming, but also toys, furniture, fashion, houseware, and more. Of course, the elephant in the room is that Prime Day is now over 1 month earlier than Black Friday, and it's unclear how Prime Day deals will differ from those offered Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Naturally, Amazon is pushing people to get the holiday shopping done early. Prime Day and early during Prime Day, and with product shortages and longer shipping delays becoming commonplace this year due to the coronavirus pandemic, that's probably the smart move. If you see a great deal Prime Day, don't assume you'll see the same discount during Black Friday.
So real fast, before we dive into this, for anyone that's currently watching the chat right now or listening on podcasts, currently on Anchor, Spotify, anything like that, for anyone that knows, it's the 9Ball. There is always a few sales that he will always let us know about, and that is Steam. Oh, there's a Steam sale. There's a Steam summer sale. There's a Steam winter sale. And Amazon. Oh, it's Amazon Prime Day. Got to get my controllers. Got to get the whole nine. So take it away. What are your thoughts about this?
I got to throw in a third one there real quick for you. You forgot Humble.
Humble. Yep.
He's like, oh, by the way, on Humble Bumble. It's like, all right, what else is going on there?
There you go.
Merchant 9Ball, what do you have for me today? What is the news? What is sale?
So what's your thoughts about this old guru of Amazon Prime?
I'm gonna take some days off and I'm gonna be on here.
There you go.
So I'll pick up some pieces. There's some things I may pick up. I was talking about a microphone before, so see if it's on there on Prime Day. See if I can pick it up. Yep. At a great deal.
So what you're saying is,
yeah.
So what you're saying is I need to e-gift you my Amazon card so you can buy my stuff for me. Is that what you're saying?
Oh no. God, I usually when I go Prime shopping, I go big or go home. This year, since I ain't been out that much, we just been building up that piggy bank right there.
Right there you go. There you go.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
That's a good point, actually. You know, with the amount of people who haven't been able to travel a lot because of the COVID restrictions, a lot of people have turned to online buying, kind of to stimulate some of their stuff or get some things that they actually want to do and all. So it'd be surprising to see how much revenue they actually turn out this year with people saving stuff. And if not to fully get political here, but to kind of throw it in the mix, if they actually do approve a new relief bill, that's probably going to help boost some stuff up there too. But we've seen how that's been going recently. Right. So I'm not holding my fingers there, but that's another factor to possibly throw in. Going like, if people get more money, you can guarantee they'll be on there buying everything from microphones to grandma's knitting needles and plated gold. Why? Because they can.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and that's definitely something worth looking into as well. Maybe even getting some SSDs sales from there. You know what I mean? Maybe getting some monitor sales. Because next gen tech is right around the corner.
Well, and next gen tech definitely is around the corner. But the old gen tech, the stuff that's being phased out for this newer gen, it still works.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So since the next gen is right around the corner, these old gen or current gen even will probably drop in price.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I actually do need a new monitor, so as soon as I saw that, because I've actually been shopping around on Amazon currently, I'm like, I think I'm gonna put that bag on hold now. Hold on a second. We got Prime Day coming up.
There you go. Prime Day's around the corner, man. October 13th, 3 days before my birthday. So if anyone's trying to get old flashy pants here.
I'll get you that old man Flash shirt. It's like Grandpa Flash shirt getting passed up by Kid Flash.
There you go. I'll take it.
But I definitely like that last phrase in there. They're definitely like don't try and put stuff in the bag on Prime Day and expect it to be the same on Black Friday. I like that final phrasing.
Yep.
And I definitely agree with that because it's like just because you got it for Prime Day doesn't mean Black Friday is going to be the same. They're two completely different holidays, people. And you're going to have completely different items. So I definitely agree. And a lot of times it's a risk with the shopping, but it's a risk you gotta take. So I say get it while you can. Get it while it's hot. Because I can guarantee you Black Friday this year, especially, I don't know how Christmases are gonna go, or Hanukkahs, Kwanzas, and all that, because not many people are getting together. So with that in mind, plan out your shopping, people, because I'm pretty sure right now, up until the holidays, people are going to be buying stuff out, and there's going to be no guarantees on inventory. Like that's my thought on it. Is like they're going to go crazy. Now you're going to have that large group though, that's going to be like 2 weeks before Christmas again, and they'll be like, "Oh shit, I gotta get stuff. Amazon, why is it sold out? This was cheaper on Black Friday. I want the same deal."
Right.
But then number 2, you gotta shipping times now play a role. If you've got so many people delivering stuff,
get it now. Get it
around that time and expect it'll be that it may run out, and then you gotta wait for that, and then they're gonna have a delay in your shipping. So if you get it like probably a couple of days before Christmas, it might not show up till after it.
I also like though that the Farmer's Almanac is predicting a very, very nasty winter this year. Now, as we all know, Farmer's Almanac has not been accurate because it doesn't predict global warming. What's that? I don't know. but yeah, there's so much in there. So I'm always a cautious person. I say if you got the chance to buy it, do it now. Because there's going to be that time we're going to be with everyone else in the store fighting off grandma for that last dolly because you forgot to buy little Susie something for Christmas or Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whichever religion you celebrate. Happy holidays to you all, even though we're not there yet.
Not to mention I'm battling Corona, so you have to bring your Vader mask.
Yeah, definitely.
Who cares? Steal my package.
So pretty much anyone that's trying to take advantage of the Amazon Prime Day, you guys got to be ready, because if there's an item that's available and has limited inventory, make sure you guys are saving your cards. Make sure you guys have all that ready to go, that you have your alarm set, the whole 9, that you're ready to go 5-10 minutes early.
Nineball's going to be like, Nineball's already going to be awake at like 10 o'clock after having a power nap on Sunday, and he's just going to be sitting there in front of his computer refreshing for 2 hours straight.
I'm doing it already.
There you
go. Getting my list set up.
There you go. And then also real quick, backtracking back to the GameStop news. This was number 5. This is number 4 on our list, but I'm just going to tag it in with the first part. Guys, if you guys are going inside these stores to get the pre-orders and they say they don't have any, just walk away. Just come find out the next time that they're going to have it and try to get there early. Don't raise hell. Don't be fighting. Don't be doing all this stuff. You're already at risk already right now, being out there possibly without a mask or coronavirus. Be respectful. Love your neighbor. The whole 9. If they don't have it, they're going to be available after on the November 12th or maybe even shortly after. You don't have to wait that much longer.
And please don't buy the hacked ones from eBay and them. If you see somebody doing this receipt's guaranteed, just pay $800. Don't do it.
No.
They gotta have plenty. Just gotta wait. I was reading one time online where this guy was talking about, because this one guy said he couldn't get his, and this one guy was like, "Well, you just weren't as committed as me. I called 3 GameStops, went to another 3, none of them had it. So I called every hour on the hour, and then every 30 minutes I was clicking refresh on my window for 2 days." And I'm just like, I don't even want one after that.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Sounds like you on Prime Day there, Nineball.
Just
I'm setting on my list. Like I said, I'm setting this up early.
Yeah. But also, and because this was, I didn't include this in the doc, but there was some news that I kind of looked over afterwards. And again, I just wanted to make sure that this was included too as well with the GameStop news portion of it. So there were little bit of rumors where some GameStops may have been doing this. Others probably haven't, but others probably were. A lot of people, again, are trying to figure out who's to blame for the whole Sony scenario. A lot of people is trying to think about as well who's to blame for Xbox, as far as like they told them when they're going to be available, and yet you still ended up getting sold out in the first 5-6 people that's there. The conspiracy at hand is that a lot of these GameStop employees were racking them up and getting their own pre-orders in first before it was available to the public. And then and there's even managers. There's also been a manager that wrapped up like 12 pre-orders on PS5, left 5 for the store, and then his 12 that he had for PS5 flipped them on eBay for $900 each.
No, don't do that, people. Don't go with that.
Yeah.
Scalpers, let them rot in their own, pool of whatever they created. Like, if someone says, I got a PS5 for $900, you're going to be able, like, you may not get it now, but I guarantee you, by January, you'll be able to get a normal one just fine by walking in and pulling it right off the shelf.
Yep.
Like, you do not need to buy it for $900 right away.
Plus,
don't feed them.
Don't
feed
exactly.
those sharks.
That's
Don't
exactly
feed
what I was
the
about to say. If you're thinking about it in the long run, if you're frustrated right now because you couldn't get yourself a pre-order right now, don't go to eBay and get one for $900 because you are contributing to the issue at hand. You are allowing these scalpers to make money off of you by coming in with their bots. That's on Amazon and Target and Walmart and GameStop, all that. They're coming in with their bots. They're clearing out inventory but nanoseconds before you can even get a chance to have one. And then they're turning around flipping it on eBay for $900, $800, $1,000. People are buying them. So of course they're going to keep doing it. If in a perfect world, if no one bought those overpriced systems, then the scalpers are going to be stuck with a $800, $900 system. Or they're either going to be forced to play it, or they're going to be forced to selling it for a reasonable price to get their own money back because they just missed out on $500 now.
Exactly.
Well, with me, okay, so earlier I did kind of chuckle because I had a friend a long time ago when I was a kid. When Halo 2 came out,
my God.
They was about to run out of the store, and he worked at a GameStop, so he put one in the back for us. And it kind of reminded me of that day. But he didn't sell them or flip them online or anything. He just knew we wanted to play Halo, so he put one in the back. I kind of expected that from GameStop employees, but not the flipping part. No, that's unacceptable in any environment, taking advantage of the situation and doing that. Mm-hmm. You don't need to do that. And like we're saying, basically, stop and think and wait and calm down. It's not the end of the world if you don't get a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X day one. It's not the end. Not to mention, most of the time, like the consoles are saying, they're going to have plenty of them.
Right.
10 to 1, pre-orders basically give them a generalized idea of how many they need to create. So when they keep seeing them going out like this, they're probably mass producing them now at even a higher rate. So once they come out, you'll probably see like a whole bunch of them coming out. And then you're going to have a whole bunch more showing up. And then a whole bunch more showing up.
Yep.
So but then they're out of it because guess what? There really weren't that many people buying it. But I mean, at the time frame, like you said, though, it's coming. Like we said, just wait, people. It's not the end of the world if you can't open up that brand new shiny PS5 or Xbox X on the Xbox S on the opening day, being like, "Oh, I've got it! I can play it now! Oh, it's so wonderful! My life is complete." It's even for pro gamers. Like, yes, they'll probably have their orders in. Yes, they've already got it because they were able to wait for it. But for everyone else, don't cry. They'll be back.
Yep. Most certainly.
They'll be back.
Most certainly. Topic number 3.
God, I just had a flashback of Boys to Men. Please don't go.
Topic number 3. Dynasty Warriors 9 is getting an Empires. Dynasty Warriors 9 is getting an Empires.
Whoa.
Yes, this is very exciting news for me. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is just a few months away. But Koei Tecmo is keeping busy. Today, the company officially announced Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires and its first next generation release, just in time for the 20th anniversary of the series. 20 years, wow. Releasing for Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, PS5, Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch, PC, and PC. Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires features the series classic massive battles along with siege battles and lets you act as a commander and deploy units in strategic locations. This is very exciting for me. I love Dynasty Warriors. Of course, if anyone that's familiar with the Dynasty Warriors series, all of them are literally the same. I mean, you still fight Lu Bu at Hulao Gate. Guan Yu's the one that slays Liu Bei at the end, and it's based off of romance.
Liu Bei still sucked.
Liu Bei's not that bad. He's really not. Cao. I mean, he's the cousin of Xiao Dun. Like the whole background of it is Romance of the Three Kingdoms. If you guys are familiar with that story, all right. So nothing of that has changed. Sometimes the battles will switch up just a little bit, but the combos are pretty much the same. You're still gonna have Musu. It's typically 2 players. The last Dynasty Warriors was 1 player, but then they ended up implementing a 2-player feature in there due to high demand. So I'm very glad about that. But if Dynasty Warriors isn't your thing, I get it. But if you haven't picked up a Dynasty Warriors since like Dynasty Warriors 3, Dynasty Warriors 4, this might be a one to pick up for you. This might be one to try it out and just kind of relive those moments, especially celebrating Koei Tecmo's 20th anniversary. That's impressive. That's great. That's great. I remember Dynasty Warriors. My first Dynasty Warriors I played was Dynasty Warriors 3, and Lubu was so freaking hard, man. Up until Sephiroth, that was the hardest boss I ever fought. And there's even points. And that was at Hulao Gate when I was trying to fight him. And I didn't actually beat him until Dynasty Warriors 4. That's when I beat him, was Dynasty Warriors 4. I didn't even beat him in 3. I just ran past him because he was an optional boss. I fought him in 4, was getting whooped on, and then me and one of my old homies, we would cheat this system to where one of us would be near death and allow our Musu just to charge up, but the other one's like kind of parrying them and fighting them and stuff. Then we would switch off because we're both near death. We'll switch off and just hit him with a barrage of Musu attacks. It's very tactical for a bunch of 14, 15-year-olds, but at the same time, it was very time consuming, but it was a lot of fun. So Dynasty Warriors 9, Empires, highly recommended. If you've never gotten to an Empires game, they're very, very strategic as well. They're very similar to Kessen, Total War Shogun, the whole 9. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I think Total War actually did a Dynasty Warriors game, which I was kind of looking at. Very interesting. So I'm kind of wondering what the mechanics are going to be. If they're even going to are they going to allow more multiplayer this time instead of just standard co-op? Would it be like capable of 4-player co-op?
We'll see.
I didn't see anything when I looked at it because that was the first time I've heard. I'm not really a huge fan of Dynasty Warrior. I've never played much of it, but if with the way games have been evolving, as we talked about earlier in the segment, it might be actually worthwhile now, versus the old mechanics versus the newer mechanics of what people have been doing and been able to do with this system. So,
it's a blast. Actually, at the beginning of last year, it was before we went to after we went to E3, me and Bashwag, Barely Levu, me and him had actually played together, and I think it was either his first Dynasty Warriors game or his first one in a very long time, and he loved it. The only issue we're running into right now is that our schedule does not correlate with each other well, so we can't actually get further inside this Dynasty Warriors that we currently have. So if I have anybody out there that has Dynasty Warriors 9 and want to get a run through or a couple run throughs on that, just hit me up, Malachi36. We'll love to jump on it with you guys, definitely.
I've actually played it. I played up to 6. Mm-hmm. I've been originally playing Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors.
Yeah, Samurai, yep.
Back in the day. We went up to, I think, 6. The biggest problem we had was basically they needed to upgrade their engine. And sometimes the graphics and the disappearing enemies, sometimes you was fighting a bunch of enemies, sometimes you had like a whole host of them would just disappear off the map and some would reappear. Mm-hmm. Me and my brother used to play those all the time.
That was them doing ninjutsu. You didn't know?
I am looking forward to buying it, though.
Yes.
When that comes out. So I may pick it up and see how it goes.
Yeah, and again, this is Empire, so it is different. It is going to be, again, you choose what areas and territories you're going to invade. You choose what's going to happen. You make those decisions. So it literally is a mixture of Dynasty Warriors mixed in with Kessen, Total War Shogun, like any of those, like I don't want to say MOBA types, but it's kind of like a MOBA to an extent. It's half and half. It's definitely a hacker slasher, but it also has that strategic method to it as well. So
it's kind of like an RTS to where you set up and position your
exactly. Yep. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, because when you first were describing it, I was actually leaning over trying to find it. Me and my bro, we actually it started off on PS2, Drakengard. I don't know if you guys ever played that. Yeah. It's a hack and slash game, story mode.
Heard of it.
It's really good. Drakengard 3, though, is definitely one of my favorites. Don't get me wrong, 1 and 2 are fantastic for the story. But three's just got that really good story, but also got some stupidity in it that's just hilarious to me, and it just gives me chuckles. But it's a really good game. So when you were describing that, it kind of reminded me a little bit of that. But it doesn't have the strategic points into it because you're your main character hacking through monsters and all. So I wonder if it's kind of like
nights for me.
Can you like in that game? Can you like summon like like a squadron of units around you and battle with it, or switch between them?
I don't know how deep they went inside the empires. I know on the older ones you could. Kessin, you definitely could. And the fighting model is so impactful because you see that fighting model from Dynasty Warriors adopted in so many different Hyrule Warriors, for example. That's one. Another one is like Samurai Warriors. That came out later too. Another one's called Basara, if you guys remember that. That came out too. Gundam Wing. That had a very similar setup too as well. And then there's another
99 Nights.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, I hated that game because I could never get past a certain point of it. Like I could not get on unlock for it. It pissed me off so hard.
Oh, me and my friends, we went hard in the paint on that game.
I need to go back to it because it was a really good game. Don't get me wrong; it was a very good hack and slash game, but I just could not get there. The 100-Year War game is a really good one too. If you've ever played that one, it takes place during the English and French 100-Year War. You play as a mercenary commander, just fighting along in the battles.
Isn't that Bladestorm, the 100-Year War?
Yes.
Isn't that, yeah.
Yeah, Bladestorm.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. Of course, then they made that extra edition with all the dragons and magic. And is that just for shits and giggles?
Probably. And then our last story for the day is not really so much of a story as it is just a reminder. Today's Tuesday, and as you guys know, we do ALWT Things Gaming on Tuesday now. Again, episode 16. So thank you very much for tuning in, sticking in for this long. Make sure you guys, if you guys are on PlayStation Plus, Nineball, if you have a moment to, can you pull up the list for Xbox? But if you have PlayStation Plus, this is your last time. This is your last week. You got 6 days? Because I'm pretty sure it resets at some point on Monday. It really is supposed to be Tuesday, but I think during different hours, like specific time and all that good stuff. You have 6 days to download. What's the game right now that they got on PlayStation Plus? I think one of them was. It was not Fall Guys.
Fall Guys is free.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Yeah. Well, Fall Guys was a PSN download at one point.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up for you.
But regardless, what it is.
Let's see. It was
PUBG,
Battleground, Street Fighter 5, and I think they also threw out Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
That was last month.
That was last month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was PUBG and Tekken.
Street Fighter 5.
Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
I don't play fighting games. I get them mixed up all the time.
Yeah, you're good.
Tekken, Street Fighter. All I know is you go and punch someone, you're done. Bye.
Yeah. So if you guys are trying to get PUBG, because again, PUBG is a battle royale, which we have 1,013,000,000 of those. It is a battle royale, but it's not a free battle royale. So if you guys are trying to get the PUBG and see what that's like, go ahead and add it to your library at least. Even if you don't want to download it, if it's free, it's for me. If it's free, it's for me. So if you're trying to get that PUBG game and not have to spend any money down the road for it, go ahead and add it to your library, add it to your cart, partner up with some friends, and kill some crime. You know what I mean? Same thing for Street Fighter. If you guys want to get down on some Street Fighter, you can probably find it outside of this deal for like $20, if that. But if you just want it for free, save that $20. Take your family out for dinner or something like that. Add it to your library. You know what I mean? Just add it to your library. You'll be good to go. There is a rumor going out about what the next PlayStation Plus game is going to be for October. And only one has been revealed as The Order 1886. So I'm kind of curious about that to see if that's what's going to be happening.
That really wasn't that good.
I mean, I definitely heard it wasn't that good, but because they're making it free, I kind of want to just grab it for the library.
Yeah,
and then if I want to play it later.
And the thing for me is I didn't hear anything bad about it, but I did hear that I heard it was very misleading. It was misleading to me. I was expecting to play with you guys, do some 4-player co-op. You know what I mean? That's what I was expecting. Only turns out that's a single-player game.
Yep.
So that was the part that was the biggest disappointment that I saw when the PS4 was launching initially, because that was supposed to be in the launch window. It wasn't a launch title, but it was in the launch window. So if you guys are curious about the Order 1886 or whatever year it is, I think I messed up the year. But if you guys are curious about the Order, I believe, and you heard it here first. You heard it here first at ALWT Gaming, All Things Gaming. That might be one of the free PlayStation Plus titles.
It launched and then it crashed.
But yeah, I'm actually was reading about that earlier. So they're actually so the Order 18 the Order of 1886 is the only one that's kind of like been pre-confirmed, but everyone's been having like some fun stuff trying to predict what's going to come out. They're predicting a lot of horror games. So they're like, Last of Us Remastered, Friday the 13th was Last of Us Remastered was in 2019, Friday the 13th in 2018, Amnesia Collection in 2017. Mm-hmm. So people are thinking anything like Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 2, Little Nightmares.
Outlast?
So what? Outlast?
What about
that? Was free already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Some people are also probably hinting at maybe Dark Souls Remastered in time for Demon Souls PS5. Maybe they'll throw that out there.
I don't think so.
Like I said, these are just rumors people are posting out there, which it's kind of funny to read and all, but they're going more for the dark theme games. So it's a shame they don't have a Silent Hill in there. Then we could really get Malachi on there to enjoy
silence. Stuff about that, but it's all rumors.
I honestly could see a Dying Light. I can see a Dying Light be a free game for October.
Done that?
No,
I know they did until Dawn.
Yeah, until Dawn they did, but Dying Light they haven't.
Which pissed me off because I got the game and a month later. Until Dawn's free.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and it also like with Dying Light 2 supposed to be around the corner, that wouldn't be bad because it was supposed to launch this year. Dying Light 2 was supposed to be this year.
Yeah, well, Dark Souls, Demon Souls is coming out, so why not Dark Souls Remastered, Malachi?
Yeah, I mean, because they did Bloodborne. Mm-hmm. I mean, they have they did Bloodborne.
They already did Bloodborne.
Yeah, they already did.
When did they do that one?
It was
a couple months back, I want to say.
Yeah, but this is Dark Souls.
Yeah, but it's still the same.
There's a difference.
It is different, but unless they do something like Call of Duty, it's like usually the same company won't try to have the same genre back to back, or even within a year. When I'm saying that for back to back.
I mean, they might even do the Evil Within or the Evil Within 2.
They might do. I can see them doing Evil Within. I kind of want something happy because I don't like Halloween, but I mean, I do. I think the Order 1886 would be really fun, and we'll have to see what's going to happen for the second game. If the Order 1886 really is a confirmed leak that happens, so we'll have to see.
It'll be a demo version of Bugsnax.
Oh, no, not in your life, not in your life, no.
All right,
and we got a couple minutes here, so I'm going to take this time real fast to tell you guys again about drinks. Raise Energy. Okay? Oh. If you guys are checking it out, go to repsports.com. That is REPP, and that's P as in Paul. REPP.com. Get yourself some Raise Energy. Get yourself some water supplements. Get yourself one of the Raise Energy or Rep t-shirts. If you type in ALWT Gaming, I see some of you guys doing it, so we appreciate that. But if you guys type in ALWT Gaming at checkout, you get 15% off. You save 15% off your merchandise and your product. All right. It doesn't hurt anything. You actually get delicious beverages. They have beverages like Voodoo. They have Galaxy Starburst. They got Baja Lime. They got the Guava Mango. Like, they have some really delicious drinks, and I am definitely a consumer of them. And it's not just saying that because, again, we have the ALWT tag that's with it. It really is delicious stuff. So if you guys like energy drinks, and it doesn't have sugar in it. It doesn't have sugar in it either. So if you guys like energy drinks, it's better than Bang. It is. It's better than Rain. Go ahead and get yourself some Raise. Raise the roof with Raise Energy. All right. And then, of course, as always, you guys can find us on various different social media platforms. ALWT Gaming, pretty much everything. At Least We Tried Gaming. If you can't find us on ALWT for YouTube, just type in At Least We Tried Gaming, and you guys will see us at least try to become successful. You feel me? So, and of course, you have Mildewy Carrot, who has his channel. You got It's the Nine Ball, who has his channel, and they're both spelled exactly how they sound. You have Mildewy, you have Carrot. Mildewy Carrot. and you have It's the Nine Ball. Mildew and Carrot, It's the Nine Ball. Make sure you guys are checking them out, following them as well for individual exclusive content. Okay, and lastly, for our Anchor listeners that are watching right this audio, thank you again for very much supporting us. Same thing for Spotify. I think Google Play is another new one that popped up. So thank you very much again for everyone that's tuning in and listening to us and dealing with our bull crap, because we like to have a good time. We like to play around. We like to goof around. Immediately following after this podcast, me, It's the Nine Ball, Gravity Mark II, and Abs 3315, we're going to be jumping on some Final Fantasy 14 Realm Reborn. We all went ahead and renewed our subscriptions, of course, and we also got Stormblood and Shadowbringer. So be on the lookout for that. You guys are going to be seeing some epic samurais. You guys are going to be seeing some blue mages. You guys are going to be seeing some monks. You guys are going to be seeing some gladiators and paladins, the whole nine. We're getting lost in this world. Come into the world with us. It's a whole new world. The whole nine. All my singing. Yeah, I was singing for you. I was singing for you, man.
Warframe's better.
So yeah, be on the lookout for that. And lastly, again, I keep saying lastly, but there's really a schedule that's out there. Every Monday, Sin segment, Strength in Numbers. You guys are gonna be checking out Mildew and Carrot. You guys are gonna be checking out TBF Abyss on some Code Vein. They're almost done. We're going to have a recap with them on that. We're going to have a first impressions, the whole nine. On Tuesdays, ALWT Things Gaming, where we talk about all things nerdy, all things gaming, all things we love to do. And Thursday nights, Smite night. You guys are going to be seeing us do some epic Smite nights. I always will be coming in around the 8 o'clock range, not 8:30 range. But if you guys want to see some epic Smite plays, follow my boys here. Okay? And lastly, next in October, we are going to be having another in 9 to 5 segment where we're playing video games for 8 hours. Yes, we have breaks in between, but primarily 8 straight hours of video game content of us going through an adventure type series. The whole nine. We have a good time with it. The last one was Portal Nights. We had a blast with it. We had some new friends that was inside the chat with us. We had a good time. Who knows? We might even be doing a giveaway like the current giveaway that we're doing right now with Cyberpunk 2077. Again, congrats to Tori and Got Toronto for being our winners, for following us on Twitch. You guys want to go ahead and be entered to the drawing for a free Cyberpunk 2077 games? There's 2 more spots left. All you do is follow us on Twitch, completely free, and you're in the drawing. We do that the first, I believe, Saturday of every month. If there's technical delays, we'll try to do it as soon as we can. But each month, we're picking out one winner. So we got 2 more months left before it comes out. All right, is the next winner you? Let's find out. All right, closing statements, gentlemen. Do you guys have anything to share with the audience now that I had?
Wait a minute, we didn't do the Xbox game for gold.
Oh yeah. See, that's why I actually looked it up. That's why I actually
need to do
that. No, we need it for our listeners. We need it for our listeners. We got Xbox.
We gotta do it for our listeners.
We got X-Bone heads in here. That's what I'm talking about. Xbox Nation, I got you.
Preach it, Stony Pony. Preach it.
All right, what's the news there, Nine Ball? What we got?
So I put up for September, for those that haven't gotten it yet, you've got The Division, and you've got The Book of Unwritten Tales.
I know that name, but I am drawing a blank again.
Same here.
It kind of sounds like Tales of Symphonia, like something very similar like that.
No, it would be they would start it with Tales, like Tales.
Yeah, they would.
Right, I'm just saying it sounds like that.
Area. And On the Dangerous. For October, they've got Slayaway Camp, Butcher's Cut, from October 31st from 1st to 31st. Also, they've got from 16 to November 15th for Xbox One. They have Maid of Skewer, which I'm sort of interested in. I thought about buying it, but I might as well wait and get it on Xbox.
There you go.
From October 16th to November 15th.
Or you can just wait and get it on Game Pass.
For
Nah.
also, they got Sphinx and the Cursed Mommy and Costume Quest.
Ooh, Costume Quest.
There you go.
Mildew and Carrot is definitely gonna vote for that one for anyone who's wanting to play a very fun little turn-based strategy game. I recommend that one for sure. I've got it on PC here. I did do a stream of it for when we originally did the unique vids for Fridays. I am going to actually restart that stream. I'm going to try and restart that stream up here starting on October try and start it on October 2nd when we launch, but the problem is Fatalis is coming from Monster Hunter, so Mildew Carrot might be a bit distracted on that, but it may come October 3rd. We'll see.
There you go.
But yeah, it's a really fun game, really cute, very interesting. Malachi, whichever section you're at, I don't know. I see a different screen on my end. He's definitely got the first video, probably already posted up on YouTube. Check it out, and we will get a secondary and third video going through the story, but it's really fun. I recommend it. So good for family, friends, very Halloween themed, so I think a very appropriate game to come out during that time frame.
Yeah.
I agree.
And it is on PC if you do not have an Xbox, so don't be disheartened. You can get it on Steam. I'm pretty sure it'll be on sale too, probably during that time frame. They tend to do some. Yeah, they always do those.
I think it's. I could be wrong, but I think it might even be on Game Pass. Which would be a nice free. If you already have Game Pass, it's a nice. It's not free, but it's practically free. You get to try out this game without any additional cost. So definitely check it out if you guys have Game Pass. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up here for us here at ALWT Things Gaming with ALWT Gaming. We appreciate you guys. Be kind to one another. Love each other. Stay safe. Wear a mask, please. Sanitize. Until next time, Control, Alt,
Complete.
Bars.